You're listening to a That Humble Radio production. Now, bringing you the most average quality in sports-related news, headlines, rumors, and opinions. Here's Jordan and Ted with the Max Deal.
Hey kiddos, it's TMD, the Max Deal, right here on That Humble Radio and the That Humble Radio YouTube channel. If you don't know me, I'm at Jordan_Verge on Twitter. It's Jordan Verge if you didn't know, but I'm not alone. So who am I joined by every single week?
By your co-host, your friend, it's Ted on Twitter at TedGITD. And if you want to follow us on Twitter together, it's at the Max Deal. Before we ask what's cracking, I'd like to say that this episode is sponsored by a great protection company. Bam Adebayo.
Ted, it's a White Claw. It's the same drink, different day. This is also the reason, or this is the thing that helped me get through Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals when the Miami Heat beat the Boston Celtics. We're going to get to that in a little bit, Ted, but what's cracking over there?
I just got some water today. Just keeping it simple.
Of course. Hey, the song that you're listening to right now is made by my buddy Nolan. His info's in the description. Ted, I want to start out this week. Last week, I asked you a question, and that question was, Ted, who would you pick? Ted, who would you pick? Ted, who would you pick first over? It scares me every single time. And this week, I don't have a question. I have a statement. You know why I'm here. Yeah, Ted. Did you hear about that new cool thing that's going around where people just go to like McDonald's or Dunkin' or Burger King and start blasting sicko mode?
I have not.
You haven't? Oh, you don't know about this?
I don't.
Oh, I thought I was gonna get a big reaction from you right there. You haven't been harassed or anything?
Not yet, but now I'm going to look forward to it.
That's it. I'm not going to have any response anymore. If you ask me a question and I don't have an answer, you're just going to hear this.
Every time you play it, I just start vibing over here.
No, it's because the McDonald's just released a Travis Scott meal. Have you heard of this?
It's lit.
It's a burger, medium Sprite.
Hold on. If you're gonna bring up the Travis Scott, at least get it right. I know it's from a competitor of mine, but listen, the Travis Scott, it's a double quarter. Or no, I'm sorry, it's a quarter pounder with cheese. Add lettuce and bacon, medium fry, a side of barbecue sauce, and a Sprite. And in the commercial, he grabs 2 fries, and as he dunks it. He jumps up with the fries, and he jumps. It's like a little cartoon of Travis Scott. He jumps up with 2 fries in his hand, dunks it into the barbecue sauce. He yells, "It's lit!" That's it.
It's an action figure. First of all, it's not a cartoon. But I love that you know about the meal. Figure. You know about the meal, but you don't know about the meme.
All I know is that when you have to go to McDonald's, you have to say Cactus Jack sent me, and I got confused at first because I saw that and I was like, "Why is Mick Foley telling people to go to McDonald's?"
I guess I'm not the biggest Travis Scott fan in the world because I don't get the Cactus Jack reference. Yeah, I thought it was Mick Foley as well.
It's like his name. It's like his like a persona.
Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, no, I'm exclusively just seeing TikToks of people going up to drive-thrus, saying, "You know I am here." And then like waiting for them to respond and then cutting them off with sicko mode. Yeah, I like that you brought kind of a sports reference, referencing the advertisement where he picked up that fry and he dunked the barbecue sauce in. I like that a lot. And that kind of brings me...
it's great because Travis Scott didn't get blocked by Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, okay. And that brings me to, obviously, our first segment of the day. So good at basketball. Let me just tell you, I don't have Bam Adebayo on my list, even though that was a great basketball play. If you don't know, obviously Jason Tatum in overtime basketball was going to tie the game, cocked it back, put down a massive dunk, but then Bam Adebayo's hand was just right there. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter.
What a play-by-play of the play.
It doesn't matter. You know who's so good at basketball, Ted?
Tyler Harrow.
Goran Dragic. I don't know what's up with the Dragon recently, but he's a former All-Star. He was, at one point, I'd say, top 5 point guard in the league. A lot of people might not say that. He was at one point at top 5 point guard in the league, and I think with the way he was playing yesterday, he might be right there again. He decided to be Steve Nash without the MVPs.
Bro, that's fair. I think I was on record saying Goran Dragic is better than Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, no, I love Goran Dragic. Bam Adebayo, I was a big fan of his going into this series. That's the thing. This Miami Heat team, I really, really enjoy watching. It just sucks that they're playing, my favorite team in the Boston Celtics, and I have to root against them. But
yeah, I mean, I would agree. I think all four teams right now are, I think, legit contenders in some sort of way. So we got good basketball on the way.
Yeah, Ted, you know who else is so good at basketball? Marcus Smart. I don't know what's up with this guy.
He's a dog, dude.
Prior to the series, I was thinking, all right, the Celtics have 3 of the top 4, 3 of the top 5 best players on the court. I would think it goes Tatum, Butler, Brown, Kemba, and then Bam Adebayo, and then Marcus Smart coming in at number 6. Jeez, I don't even think Kemba Walker's in on that list anymore. You know who's so bad at basketball? I love Kemba Walker.
Yeah, he's not been lit.
I'm sorry. Someone needs to put out some wanted posters or some lost dog ads for this dude's jump shot, because I don't know where it went.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I remember him distinctly being able to shoot threes, and he can pass. So he's a decent combo guard, and where's he at, dog?
Where's he at, dog? No, these playoffs have been kind of rough for him, honestly. That's the thing. He's from the Charlotte Hornets. He doesn't have much playoff experience.
He doesn't really know what this is like.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when he was with the Hornets and Bobcats, they never won a playoff series at all. So when they made it to the second round, this is just new territory for him. This is him learning. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, who are significantly younger, have so much more playoff experience. So we need to rely on these guys more than we can rely on this Kemba Walker guy, because this guy just doesn't know how to play in, I should say, May or June. But he doesn't know how to play in September, Ted.
I mean, yeah, I would agree. That man looks lost. I
was so looking forward to the Celtics winning that game, giving me a confidence boost coming into this week's episode of the show. I was going to say I'm so looking forward to Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart facing the Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA Finals, Boston versus LA, because, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, and Smart, they're going to punch LeBron in the face and say the future is now, old man.
Wow, that's a bold statement, dog.
See, I can say that, but now I'm not even sure if it's going to happen. I know it's just one game and I shouldn't overreact, but it sucks because it was such a winnable game. And it's clear that in this playoff run, the Celtics can't close out games. And that's going to be our downfall. Watching last night and thinking what LeBron and Anthony Davis could do to us, I don't think we can beat them right now. When we're blowing out Toronto, I'm thinking, all right, this team can beat anyone. But when we're down the stretch and blowing, 10+ point leads, no. And speaking of blowing leads, you know who's so good at basketball, Ted? Everybody but Paul George. Literally everybody.
Pandemic P. Let's go in on this man.
Last night, time of recording, Game 7 of the Nuggets and the Clippers. The Clippers were up 3-1 in the series. Nuggets pushed it to 7. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard combined for 0 points in the fourth quarter of a Game 7. And then they lost.
You know what? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. You know what? I didn't even realize that they had 0 combined in the fourth. I tweeted out yesterday after the game because, I actually got to watch it. I didn't think I was going to get to. I actually got to watch both, which was really exciting. Let me find it.
While you're looking for your tweet, I've got a tweet from CJ McCollum because he was getting a little tipsy last night. He said, "My last tweet before I finish this glass. they did vote they ain't want to play no more, but I didn't think they were going to go out like that.
I'm weak. I did not see it. I saw a Dame started talking trash on somebody. Was it Pat Bev?
Oh, of course. Yeah, Pat Bev's a little asshole. And Dame Lillard had to just remind him, like, hey, I guess I should extend this Cancun invite since I haven't made my arrangements yet.
Run me through that drama real quick, because I didn't know why Dame was coming at Pat Bev so hard.
It was they have some history, but it was this.
Oh, was it when he said it's Dame time?
Yeah. He was.
Okay.
Dame missed a free throw, and Pat Bev started laughing on the sidelines, like tapping his wrist, yelling it's Dame time, and all this stuff. And then Paul George and Dame got into a little scrap on Instagram where like Paul George was saying like, yeah, and you're gonna get sent home this year. And then Dame responded. I don't have the tweet in front of me or the comment in front of me, but Dame was like, yeah, and you keep switching teams and keep losing, so good luck, fucking loser, something along those lines.
I mean, Pandemic P, Paul George is a loser. Here's the tweet. I found it. Pandemic P and Robot Laugh combined for 24 points. Pandemic P having 10 of those, Kawhi having 14 of those. In an average of 41 minutes, Kawhi had 44 of those. Paul George had 38 of those. Jamal Murray drops 40 points in 45 minutes. Jamal Murray's really good at basketball. When I saw that stat, that Pandemic P and Mr. Robot Laugh, I'm going to leave the sixth myself, had 24 points in a Game 7, there's a problem here in Los Angeles with a certain Los Angeles team, and it's not the Lakers.
They don't have their first-round pick until, like, 2027. At what point do they?
Like, you know what? We're gonna trade for Paul George.
At what point do they just hit the panic button because they have nothing to do? Also,
right now, they need it. They what's the dude's name that's gonna is it Steve? Was it?
It's Steve Ballmer.
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah.
Needs to call in. I don't know. He needs to call in like he needs to call the Ghostbusters. I don't know. He needs to do something because this team is not good. On paper, everyone's like, oh my gosh, the Clippers, Lakers, Western Conference Finals.
Hey, you're not the only one. Magic Johnson on September 10th tweeted, I'm so excited that I'm going to see the Lakers versus Clippers for the Western Conference Finals, the battle of the best in LA. Didn't happen.
No, and I think you and I, did we both say that we think the Clippers were going to win? I don't remember. I think we did.
I mean, I've been saying that the Portland Trailblazers are going to win the entire thing, but it's not looking like that's going to happen.
We've done predictions. I think we both said they were going to win just because we were just like, well, they're the Clippers, they'll win.
Yeah,
but like now that they lost, bro, it feels so good. I can be a Los Angeles fan. You know what also I find intriguing is we're going to have Los Angeles versus Denver part 2. And it's not even like part 2, but it's still Los Angeles.
It's the
so that's kind of trippy.
The rematch of the 09 series, right?
No, I just mean because they just faced LA last series.
Oh, okay, gotcha. But no, this Lakers and Nuggets, that's a rematch of the Western Conference Finals from 09. And I think that was the last time the Nuggets made the conference finals. The Lakers made the conference finals in 2010, but it's been a while since these guys have been this deep into the playoffs.
Yeah, I just can't get over how bad the two superstars of that team played. 24 points on 10 of 38 shooting.
Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're
Listen
not
here,
wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
Yeah, we have our third Mike Stephen A here.
Jordan, you know what else is crazy? Those two men are combined for $135 million. You're paying two guys to score 24 points.
I know.
In a Game 7. $135 million.
I think this was the first time I've ever seen Kawhi Leonard not show up to play basketball. This guy is made for deep runs in the playoffs, and then once he gets Pandemic P alongside him, suddenly he can't turn on sicko mode.
Kawhi Leonard is not lit. I can't figure it out. This man disappeared. How long does Kawhi have to be burdened with Pandemic P?
I don't know. That's the thing. I was going to ask you, do the Clippers do anything this offseason? Because I believe that it was Paul George. I have the quote up in front of me right now. He said, I think internally we've always felt that this is not a championship or bust year for us. You guys only have 2 more years together confirmed. When is it going to be championship or bust? Because you figure, we just spent 6 or so draft picks on you. Why are you not playing championship or bust basketball?
Right? I think any team should always be championship or bust basketball. It's not just a let's go through the motions. You're playing for the chip, dog. Like that's not how that works.
Yeah, we
Um,
have
as-
we have Nikola Jokic, who's just some 7-foot dude who looks like me, playing basketball and being so good at it. While we have Paul George throwing the ball off the backboard and just not having the ball go in.
yeah, it's mind-boggling to me how poorly that I mean, Paul George caught like a little fire there for like a second. That was it. He came out, after he called himself playoff P or whatever it was, and then he had like 2 good games, and then this man did not show up in the bubble.
You know what's crazy? So obviously, Clippers got eliminated. They're going home. His playlist, Paul George's playlist for his his trip home. His trip home Spotify playlist got leaked. It's Bricks by Migos, Brick on My Wrist by Shetty the Dawn, Brick in Your Face by Stitches, Brick Squad featuring Gooda Gooda by Waka Flocka Flame, Brick by Brick by How long do I have to go? Brick by Brick by Arctic Monkeys. There's a Paramore song. Brick by Boring Brick. Yeah, Paul George. What are you gonna do? I feel like you can't anoint yourself playoff P without even having a
really
finals
can't.
appearance. And when you don't show up in the playoffs, that's the biggest part.
Agreed. So I have it here in front of me. Going back to your question about what do the Clippers do next. So Paul George is he still has 2 years left on his contract. Kawhi still has 2 years left. Marcus Morris is free agent after this year. Pat Bev's got 2 years. Lemon Pepper Lou has 1 year left. Harrell's a free agent now. Patrick Patterson's a free agent now. Montrezl Harrell, he's going to be looking for some money. He only made $6 million this year, so he's going to get paid. Possibly, he's a decent player, and he's only 26.
Montrezl
This
Harrell,
team is
right?
good.
And he just won Sixth Man of the Year too, so he might be looking to get a starting gig on a team that might pay him. And I don't know if the
Yeah.
Clippers can pay him.
I mean, if they don't bring back Marcus Morris had made 15 last season, so that'll free up 15 if they don't sign him back. Patrick Patterson was making like 2.5. Reggie Jackson, he won't be back. He was making just under 800,000. So Joakim Noah is about to make $2 million next season. They should get that off the books. This team is in danger. This team has not proven to be a playoff team. Who did they beat before this? They beat Oklahoma City Thunder.
And that was it.
That was it. So Oklahoma City Thunder was a decent team. They don't really have much playoff experience behind a couple guys.
And even
But-
Chris Paul, who's their lead, who's their veteran,
Yeah.
he doesn't have much playoff experience either. He's been to the conference finals a handful
And
of times.
they took him to a game 7, right?
Yes, they pushed him to a game 7, and that was one shot
100%
away.
confirmed.
Yeah,
100% confirmed. This Clipper team is in trouble if they don't get. I think they got to get Paul George out of there. I just don't know what team takes him.
that's the thing. Yeah, they gave up 6 draft picks for Paul George, who's not bad at playing basketball. I know we just did a segment called So Bad at Playing Basketball. He's not terrible. That's the thing. But they mortgaged their future on Paul George and Kawhi Leonard being together. I don't think that they can just ship him out and just get any kind of return back for that. Unless, they're willing to lose, which for a team that should be fighting for a playoffs, or not just a playoff, a championship run every single year now, because you have Kawhi Leonard, who, if you're not successful, hey, he might go over to the other LA team. You gotta make moves now.
I don't know if we could pay him. I don't want him, but keep him over in Calabasas, whatever they're moving to. I think the Clippers are in some real danger here.
Speaking of teams that are in danger, did you see Giannis Antetokounmpo unfollowed all of his teammates and the Milwaukee Bucks on Instagram?
No, I did not. That is breaking news?
Yeah, so he is not following any of his teammates that he was prior. Now he's just following family members, and I think that his manager.
So all 6 of his brothers who are all lanky and can play
he's
basketball.
following 9 people, and they're all Antetokounmpos.
Scooter Braun. Scooter Braun's not his agent. I just came up with an agent.
What do you think's going to happen to Giannis this offseason or next offseason? Do you think he gets traded this offseason?
I don't think so. I don't think the return on that is I don't think there's any team that can return on it for Milwaukee's sake. I don't think they can do it.
You don't think Milwaukee would just think, all right, if we're losing him next offseason, let's at least get something back instead of just losing him for free?
I don't know. It's the risk versus reward sort of thing, I guess, because if they trade him this offseason, then they're going to be in trouble with this season, and they're already a playoff team.
But just remember,
team,
they're in the East.
They probably beat the Clippers.
Yeah, they're in the East, though. I feel like if they trade Giannis, they're probably going to get a good player back. Let's do
some hypotheticals here. I'm going to take the first mic here. Where do you think, what team?
No, you're not going to do that. I'm going to ask you, where do you think that Giannis is going to go either next year or who's he going to try to get traded to this year? Like who fits?
So let's keep it this offseason and for trade wise. I mean trade wise that's hard because what team needs a crazy literally a generational type player that is going to win MVP upon MVP and DPOYs upon DPOYs.
Okay, yeah. Actually, can you ask me? Because I've got 3 teams. I've got 3 answers.
Good, because I don't. I was gonna say like the Cavaliers, but like, what's the return?
Yeah, what are you gonna
get?
Like, Kevin Love and a decade worth of draft picks? No.
I mean, yeah, that's the only thing I'm going off of because their pick would probably be decent until Garland and Sexton can start proving themselves, and whoever they take this year can start proving themselves. But would one of those or both of those guys be in that trade to go to Milwaukee? So it's like I'm running through all these scenarios. So Verge, I'm asking you.
Okay, yeah, you asked me. Okay,
who do you think Giannis Antetokounmpo goes to this offseason?
Hold up, can you ask me that again? And we can have music before. Ted, who would you pick? Ted, who would you pick? Ted, who would you pick for Giannis? Okay, sorry. Yeah, you can ask me again.
So Verge, I was wondering, who do you think Giannis Antetokounmpo gets traded to this offseason?
So these are the possibilities, I'd say. I think that Milwaukee respects Giannis enough to at least trade him to a contender. I don't think that a Cleveland Cavaliers, a Charlotte Hornets, I don't think that any of these kind of lower tier teams either have the resources to get Giannis or they don't have the motivation to get Giannis. I think 4 teams, all right?
Yes, sir.
The Miami Heat, the Toronto Raptors, the Golden State Warriors, and hear me out, the Los Angeles Clippers. So, with the Golden State Warriors, I think that, with all of these teams, there's got to be a lot of draft picks involved, and there's got to be probably some young talent. And also we need a big contract to match Giannis's because Giannis is about to sign a max deal that's going to be worth like $50 million. So for the Golden State Warriors, I could see either throwing Draymond Green or Andrew Wiggins alongside their All-NBA rookie first-team player and Eric Pascal, as well as obviously some draft picks, maybe a couple more younger players sprinkled in there. If Golden State doesn't think that they can sign him next year, I'd say make the play now. Just send the load for him to try to get Giannis now, because I think that if you can get him, there's a better chance that he's just going to re-sign. I mean, that didn't happen with Kawhi last year, but Giannis and Steph are really good friends, and this would be
really?
Yeah, best friends, I'd say. I don't know if they're best friends, but best friends.
Because I don't know, maybe you know, Klay Thompson, what is his is he a free agent or did they sign him longer
No,
term?
last year they signed him to a long-term deal, so he's on the books for a little bit.
Could you see them putting him there, and then moving, just getting some sort of shooting guard or not? Yeah, shooting guard.
No, I don't think they're going to trade Klay Thompson. I'd say the 2 players that I would trade are Andrew Wiggins or
Pascal and-
Draymond Green to make the contracts work alongside Eric Pascal and draft
The only
picks.
reason I said Clay is because I know his contract is bigger, and Wiggins, if they keep Wiggins, they could play him at the 2 and then move, and Giannis could play the 3 or
If you
whatever
have the
lineup.
option to keep Klay Thompson, obviously you're going to keep Klay Thompson over Andrew Wiggins.
Right.
Yeah. I think that would be a great fit. Steph and Giannis together, come on, that's unfair. They're going to shut down the league for years.
Everybody loves Giannis. You think if he goes to the Warriors that we get a Kevin Durant type of reaction?
That's the thing. If he gets traded, he can say, "Come on, I was traded. I didn't have an option."
But you sign on to it, Giannis. I'm gonna hate Giannis if he goes to the.
If he
to
gets
the Golden State
traded
Warriors.
and then signs, or if he just goes ahead and signs.
No, I can't do both options. I can't do it, dog.
He gets
I
traded
can't.
and then signs
That
with
team
the Bucks again.
that team ruined 4 years of my life watching basketball with the defeating my boys. I can't do it, bro.
Get ready, because Steph Curry's going for Bill Russell's record. Because if he gets Giannis, he's got 7 rings coming in the next. He's going to be Ariana Grande. He's got 7 rings coming for the next 7 years. That's the Golden State Warriors. Let's say Toronto Raptors. They're probably going to have to. I think that they have the cap space to sign.
They have to.
They
have to.
No, let me say they have the cap space. I think next year to sign a max free agent in Giannis, but if they want to trade for him, they're going to pay Fred VanVleet this offseason. Maybe they do a sign and trade, get Fred VanVleet over to Milwaukee. Obviously, a decade worth of picks going over to Milwaukee, because Giannis, alongside Pascal Siakam and Kyle Lowry.
Ooh. I can see them trading Kyle Lowry, just moving on from Kyle.
Yeah, okay, I could see that too, and maybe even just having Fred VanVleet be their point guard of the future. I could see that.
He was playing point in the playoffs, and I think that I think Kawhi was a big part of them winning their chip. Kyle Lowry is. I think I've said before, I'm not a Kyle Lowry fan. Watching him in the bubble was really good in that Boston series. He some of those games, man, he had a lot of heart, but he had to carry that team because nobody else really was. Siakam was playing like I'm sorry, a playoff P 2.0 and Pascal Siakam.
Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean,
I'm having too much fun over here.
No, I love it. Go ahead, continue.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Jerry.
I don't know. I interrupted you, and then you told me to continue.
No, I just because I didn't mean. I was just thinking of how like Kawhi carried that team and Kyle Lowry probably.
If what you're getting to is it takes a superstar to win a championship with these Toronto Raptors, and they need Giannis to win another championship, hey, you're not going to hear any arguments from me.
You know how great it would be if Giannis was wearing that throwback purple?
That would be beautiful. I know that this upcoming offseason, Toronto is changing its look completely. They're getting rid of their their new logo. Yeah. I think that what they're going to do.
They just got a new logo.
I know.
They're getting rid of the new logo.
They're getting rid of this one. I remember reading about this months ago, before the pandemic, before everything, that they're planning on moving on from this current look because I think they want to just market this look as a throwback championship kind of thing.
That's fair.
Yep. And they kind of want just this to be like the Kawhi Leonard Toronto Raptors, even though he was only there for 1 year. Yeah. Side note. I hate to do side notes. Kawhi Leonard, he's getting his number retired over there, right?
I'd say so.
Because we play basketball to win championships, and the Toronto Raptors have only won 1 championship, and it was thanks to a man named Kawhi. Not thanks. It was because of a man named Kawhi. Right. I think that he needs to have his number retired. He needs to have a jersey in the rafter, and he needs to have a statue outside of it's the Scotiabank Arena, right?
I think so.
The Air Canada Center. Yeah, he needs to have a statue out there, and then also have a jersey on that statue.
I need the statue to be like him shaking hands with Drake. That needs to be the statue. Like him and Drake both have statues like about to shake hands. Something just absurd.
Now with Miami, it's going to be an interesting haul because they have the cap space next year to sign him, but if they want to trade for him, they're going to have to give up Bam Adebayo. And after last night's game, I guarantee you Miami fans would still do it because it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. But if I'm the Milwaukee Bucks, I'm saying, listen, we want Tyler Herro. If I'm Milwaukee, give me Tyler Herro. I would do Tyler Herro for Giannis straight up.
See, that's not even a joke. That's true. What they're gonna have to do is it's gonna have to be Bam. It's gonna have to be Tyler Herro, Duncan Robinson, Andre Iguodala to help make Cap work.
I need the starting 4 minus Jimmy Butler.
You say that as a joke. Goran Dragic is also probably going to have to be a part of this deal. Goran, I thought was really funny. He was talking about this Celtics team, and he referenced the previous series, how they beat Milwaukee, and he was planting some seeds. He said that Giannis didn't have any help. And I think that's just him trying to get in Giannis's head to be like, hey, listen, we've got a lot of help over here. Come on over to the dark side, Giannis.
See, that's intriguing because if you're Miami, you obviously don't want to you don't want to get rid of your young players, but you're getting Giannis. But like, imagine if they can finagle a deal where they can keep either Bam or Tyler Herro and like pair him with whoever's there. Because if they can keep like 2 to 3 of those starting 5, that's gonna be a sick team, bro.
Best case scenario for Miami, they just ride it out, hope that Milwaukee falls off the wheels, falls off the rails this next season, and then they just sign Giannis in the offseason. They get to keep Tyler Herro, get to keep Bam Adebayo. Now they have Giannis Antetokounmpo and Jimmy Butler. Oh, that's a scary team.
Tyler Herro is everything I love about a basketball player.
You texted me yesterday, all caps. Tyler Herro is so good at basketball.
Bro, this man is just automatic at threes. Like, he's ridiculous. He's like a good Kyle Korver. And like I'm a big Killer Kyle fan. And then I was playing 2K 20, of course. I haven't bought 21 yet. But I got to trade for Tyler Herro. Tyler Herro was like in a trade offer to me. And I'm the Lakers, and I'm like, yeah, we're going to bring him over with LeBron and AD. And it was nasty.
That sounds great. I say that as an Xbox One user, and I know that you're a PlayStation 4 guy who also has an Xbox One but refuses to buy.
I knew it was coming.
Why don't you? I'm pretty sure that 2K20 is like free. I'm pretty sure they give you money to buy this game. Just buy it. You have an Xbox One. Play with me. First of all, get 2K21 because I'm in the neighborhood right now, Ted. 2K Beach is so fun. It's so crazy. We could be doing duos out there. We could do all this fun stuff. When we were Ted, back in our youth, back when I had a full head of hair and good knees, we used to run 2K13 all the time, and it was the best times of our lives.
See, Jordan, what I'm scared of. I'm scared that we fall into a TEW. We know you and I we're hell bent on this TEW game. Like, yeah, we're gonna play all the time. We haven't played in like 2 months, and the next thing you know, I'm gonna spend 120 bones because I'm gonna buy both games for each console, and then you're gonna be like, man, I gotta work.
Ted, I'm willing to sign a contract with you.
Wow.
Things are gonna go down. All right, you write out your contract. We'll get it legally binded. I need you to get 2K21 for this Xbox One.
I'm calling you Pandemic J.
No, what's gonna happen is you're gonna drop 120 bones, and then next gen's gonna come out, and you're not gonna get the next gen console, and I'm gonna be on the Xbox One Series X or whatever, and I'm gonna be like, "Yo, Ted, get the Series X, and then get 2K21." And you're gonna be like, no, I just spent 120.
I just bought the Xbox One.
Hey, you don't have to give me an answer right now, even though I would love the answer to be yes. I'll buy this and play with you tonight. But hey, just think about it. So Giannis, I think that a good trade destination for him could also be the Clippers. We mentioned Pandemic P earlier, Paul George. The Bucks could get Paul George, and then
just get Chris Middleton 2.0.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's it. Paul George alongside, that's actually a great comparison, Ted. Chris Middleton with some defense.
They're both defenders. Chris Middleton probably can shoot better. Chris Middleton right now would beat Paul George one-on-one.
The Clippers could give up Paul George, Lou Will, literally take a pick.
To Lou.
Yeah, take a pick at any of the young guys that you want. And then also here are any draft picks we have left. We don't have any draft picks until 2027. We're willing to give you all of our draft picks until 2037. Just give us Giannis, please. Giannis and Kawhi, next to each other. Come on.
Who's the point guard there? Who's bringing the ball up?
I'm sure that they could sign some point guard in free agency.
It's gonna be like Brandon Jennings on like a 1 year.
Ted, it's gonna be me and you out on the.
I will
court.
not play on the Clippers team. All right, I will not do it. I'm not doing it.
Giannis and Kawhi on a team together. All you need is just veteran minimum players around them, and that's an 82-0 team. That's insane. I say that as both of them are out of the bubble right now. Neither of them could carry their team to even a conference finals, and I'm saying that they're going to go 82-0.
They're so trash.
Yeah, whatever. Hey,
Clippers are so bad. Like
so bad at basketball.
The title of this episode: the Clippers are trash.
That's not true. They're a good team that ran into a better team.
No, they're not. Nope. I'll fight Kawhi 1-on-1.
So we got 2 conference championships all lined up. We have the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Denver Nuggets, and then we have that, which is a rematch of the 2009 Western Conference Finals. And then over on the East, obviously Game 1's already happened, time of recording, but we have the Celtics versus the Heat, which is a rematch of the 2012 Conference Finals. Ted, let's hear some predictions. What's happening? Who's going to play each other in the NBA Finals?
Predictions, all right? I'm going to go over on the East first. Regardless of what I saw yesterday, I know that this Clipper team is better than what we saw, right? That game is a win if Bam doesn't make that block. I don't think that happens again. He's going to get blocks. Right?
He's never going to have another block ever.
I don't think those scenarios are going to happen again. I think the Celtics pull it out, probably in 6. I think game 1s are always a sort of put your toes in the water sort of thing, test the waters out. I think that's where they're at. I think they make adjustments. I think they figure out some sort of another game plan, and I think that they come back strong in game 2. And I think the Clippers are going to pull it. Or I'm sorry, the Clippers. I'm all on the Clippers.
Yeah, you got Pandemic P on your mind.
Bro, always. I think the Celtics pull it out. Tatum is really good at basketball. Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart. They got playmakers over there. And I'm not saying Miami doesn't, but I just think that the Celtics are a bit better.
And also, Gordon Hayward's returning this series too. So
I thought I did see that.
Yeah, so they're going to have another shooter.
Like, whose minutes is he taking?
It's more of like, Semi Ojeley's not going to hit the floor, and no one's going to miss that. I love semi-automatic, but like Gordon Hayward's better at basketball than Semi Ojeley, and that's not a hot take, I'd say. I think
Gordon
that's
Hayward
pretty
is
obvious.
So over. I'm not a Gordon Hayward guy, man. Ever since that weird commercial with him came out, I'm not a fan.
I don't know. I think that for his contract, obviously at the moment he's overpaid, but we'll see what happens in this playoff run. Obviously he played 1 game in the 76ers series and then sprained his ankle, and we haven't seen him since. But we've just been having him in the hole, and he's our secret weapon.
I'll be honest, I didn't even know he was even at the bubble. I didn't even realize he played in the 76ers series. Every time we hear Gordon Hayward, I just assume he's injured. All right, so let's go over to the West. Or no, what's your thought on the East?
I think you nailed it. I don't want to go 7 games against Miami.
No.
But if it's either we lose in 6 or we win in 7, obviously I want to win in 7. That first game was rough to see because I said it earlier, it's such a winnable game. We're going to hopefully go out in game 2 and win, and I hope it's a blowout win too because we need a statement. We need to go out there, punch Jimmy Butler in the face, metaphorically, not literally. Even though, I don't know. I don't know. Let's think about that.
I mean, it's not a terrible idea.
Who do we not need on the floor? Let's say,
Taco Fall.
What? A Taco Fall. I don't think Taco Fall can have a tough punch. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say semi-automatic. Semi Ojeley. We need Brad Wanamaker. He's the oldest man on the floor for us. We need him. Semi-automatic.
Daniel Tice looks like he'd punch somebody.
I know, but we need Daniel Tice. I just want Semi Ojeley. Start him. And then everyone's like, yo, why is Semi Ojeleye starting? Tip-off, him Superman punching. Jimmy Butler, just get him out of the game immediately. Sure, he's going to get suspended. He's going to be fined up the wazoo. I'm sure that Brad Stevens is going to take care of him. If we get Jimmy Butler off the floor for maybe game 2 and maybe game 3. That's a ridiculous thing to say.
We're talking like some sort of injury that he's not going to be back for 2 games.
I don't want that to happen. I need to say that right now. But just, I feel like if we were down 3-0, you're playing 3D chess at that point, right? It's like semi-automatic, go out there, get Jimmy Butler out.
Agreed.
Vincent Poirier, aim for him.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, he's on the Celtics. Go attack Adebayo. This is the way to win.
You're just forming a retribution on you.
This is have you ever seen that Adam Sandler movie Uncut Gems? This is how we win.
I have not.
I haven't seen it either. I've only seen the memes.
So let's go out west. Sicko mode. Let's go out west. I think, let me just say this. I've been a component on this show of the Lakers. I'm hashtag Lake Show. However, if the Lakers don't win this series, I'm going to be the biggest Denver Nuggets fan, because let me tell you, I enjoy the Denver Nuggets, bro. Denver Nuggets are a fun team to watch. I mean, listen, I love me the Lakers. I love LeBron and AD. Alex Caruso is my new spirit animal. I do think the Lakers pull it out in 6. Just because LeBron James is just takeover mode. And I'm not saying Jamal Murray is also takeover.
What kind of mode?
I think Jamal Murray is really good at basketball, but I think presented an actual good LA team, they're gonna. You could put LeBron on Jamal and AD on Jokic, and that's gonna be such a good series to watch. I think it's gonna be fun. Everyone was like, "Oh well, the Kawhi and Paul George show against them will be fun too." It wasn't. They were trash. And maybe that's what happens to the Lakers. Maybe they play like trash, but I don't know. I really am excited about this series. I think the Lakers have a lot of heart. Nuggets obviously are insane as well. The Nuggets depth concerns me a little bit. Not crazy, just a slight concern going against the Lakers, who don't seem to be deep at all, but somehow are deep. I don't really get it. It's like they got LeBron and AD, and then like your boy Rondo out of nowhere has been killing
Rondo.
it. Rondo has been absolutely killing it. I couldn't be more shocked and surprised. Taking me back to whatever year that was, Rondo's the best point guard in the league.
Yeah. No, for sure. Rondo is great. He's always been a killer in the playoffs. There were a couple years back, it was the Celtics versus the Bulls when Rondo was on the Bulls. We were the 1 seed and the Bulls were the 8. The Bulls, hey, am I boring you? The Bulls went up 2 games to nothing on us. And then in that second game, Rondo got injured and didn't play the rest of the series. We beat him in 6 games. It's Rondo. He's just so good at playing basketball, Ted.
He really is. And when I saw he was coming back, I'm like, oh, great. Their minutes from somebody are gone. And then I was like, oh, my goodness, Rondo is actually still good at basketball. This is great. They got, the Rondo depth. Alex Caruso is a playmaker. I never thought I'd say those words. But when Alex Caruso is in the game, like he just brings such an energy with him. The dude looks like a receiver or an NFL wide receiver playing shooting guard. The dude catches every pass that is not thrown to him. Like I can see Jamal Murray bringing the ball up in this series, trying to get over to Gary Harris, and out of nowhere, Alex Caruso is going to like Odell Beckham and catch the pass and then take it up floor and do a layup. Alex Caruso is so good at basketball. He's ridiculous.
He's the bald eagle for a reason.
Bro, he really is. Marcus Morris? Which Morris do they have? One
Snoop
of the Morrises.
Dogg, remember? Keith.
Markieff Morris. He's okay. I don't know why they keep playing him at center. I don't know if we got problems with Dwight and JaVale. I'm not really sure what's happening with those two guys because their minutes declined greatly in that series.
I think that was a Rockets thing because the Rockets are so small. Markieff was able to be more mobile with PJ Tucker, and and stay on him better than like a taller JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard would. I'm sure in this series when we have Nikola Jokic out there, Nikola Jokic, Bol, one of the Millsaps, I'm sure that Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee are going to be hitting the floor a lot more.
KCP, I was not a KCP guy until now. Well, not now, but until like the bubble. KCP has proven to me that he's got something in the tank. Danny Green, I really enjoy this Lakers team, man, and I think they don't go the distance with Denver, but I think the Lakers take it in 6.
What I think's gonna happen is the Lakers go up 3-1, and that's exactly where the Nuggets want you. And the Nuggets are gonna come back and win in 7 games. The Nuggets are gonna win 3 straight 3-1 deficits, and then lose in 4 to the Celtics.
That's why LeBron's gonna be it's chestnut checkers with LeBron. It's gonna be like 1-1, and then it's gonna be 2-1, like tied. Or I'm sorry, it's gonna be 2-1, and then LeBron's gonna be like, all right, listen, guys,
we gotta lose this one.
I know we need to go up 3-1 here, but we're not gonna do that. All right, we're gonna let them win. We're gonna let it go to 2-2, and then we're gonna win back-to-back games.
No, I think that's exactly what it is. You said it. You nailed it right on the head. LeBron James is playing chess, not checkers. If they are up 2-1 and they see the potential to go up 3-1, I could see him just being like, "All right, guys, maybe let's just not let them get into the mindset that their backs are against the wall. Let's just." I mean, that's the thing. In 3-2 deficits, Ted, they've always won. So
yeah.
I think it's just the Nuggets are going to win this series. I don't know what to tell you.
Like I said, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I don't want to see LeBron leave the bubble because I feel like he's just having such a good time. Did you see his football setup? He had like 4 TVs in his hotel room and his laptop going.
That made me think because I've seen other people's bubble rooms and they didn't have kitchens in there.
Bro, his thing is, it looked like a resort. It looked like literally like an apartment in New York. What's happening here? Because we've seen the JaVale McGee vlogs.
Yeah, I was like,
this man didn't have a room like that.
I'm pretty sure I saw 3 kitchens in LeBron's and like 15 TVs. So I don't know what's going on.
You could fit like 3 JaVale rooms inside of LeBron's one room.
I think that's what happened. The CJ McCollum, he brought like 1,000 bottles of wine to the bubble, and like that was just his entire room, like up to the walls, just like wine everywhere. LeBron could fit those 1,000 bottles of wine in like a fraction of that.
Funny. Like LeBron just has it made in the bubble. He's not gonna want to leave yet. He probably misses Bronny and the other little son, whatever his name is,
Bryce, of course,
and his daughter and his wife. But like he's living the bubble dream right now, dog. He's about to win a chip.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but now that they're in the conference finals, can't they come into the bubble?
Oh yeah, I think you're right. I
think they're allowing more family every round that they go through.
So the James family's just like vacationing now in Florida.
I assume so. If they're not, then it's weird because Jason Tatum's family's in the bubble. So if LeBron
define family, like
what?
So like he could just bring like his whole family and just like chill, and they could just like stay with him.
I think it's a specific number of people, but like his immediate family, I'm pretty sure can come in.
Oh, that's sick. That's good.
That'll give them the motivation to win. But
do they get more rooms now?
Jeez, I don't know, because LeBron has that big enough room. I don't know if they.
Right, but think about JaVale McGee's family. That dude's got a wife and I think at least 1 or 2 kids. They all got to stay in a room for like another 2 months.
I don't know. Month? I really don't know what the living accommodations are going to be. So yeah, I think that. Real for real, I think that it's going to be Lakers Celtics in the finals this year.
I would agree.
My grandfather had Wilt versus Russell. My dad had Bird and Magic. I had Pierce and Kobe, and now I get Tatum and Alex Caruso, and I'm so excited, Ted.
I mean, we get Semi Ojeleye and Rajon Rondo, also
and Markieff Morris.
Was he on the Celtics at one point, or was it Marcus?
It was Marcus, yeah, his twin brother.
Okay. Is it we haven't mentioned this, and I'm very shocked it took me this long. What is your thoughts that you got, not to go back to the Eastern Conference final, but real brief, you have to play Kelly Olynyk.
Yes.
And
Yep.
Who's the other one? There's one more, right?
It's Jay Crowder and Kelly Olynyk.
Yes, okay.
And I saw the funniest tweet from Dan Greenberg.
I saw you retweet it.
So he tweeted saying, "I'd just like to go on the record that it is sick and twisted that Kelly Olynyk and Jay Crowder are standing in the way of the Celtics making the finals after I spent years believing that they were good enough to help the Celtics get to a finals." Ted, how did this guy get into my head and form a tweet better than anything I could have ever tweeted?
I'm not going to lie. When I saw you retweet it, I just assumed you tweeted it. Like, I was just like, oh, that's a good tweet, Jordan. Wait, Jordan didn't tweet that. Oh, he retweeted it. Hold on.
Is
there two Jordans here? Which one is my friend?
No, that's the thing. I do not want to let Kelly Olynyk get to a Game 7 because Kelly Olynyk, you probably heard of Game 7 Kelly Olynyk, right?
Bro, you were Kelly Olynyk's best friend on a previous show.
Yeah, Kelly Olynyk's the best. I love this guy. Game 7, 2017, conference semifinals against the Washington Wizards. Kelly Olynyk has the game of his life. This man in the fourth quarter did not miss, and I'm pretty sure he scored, no exaggeration, 100 points, said. He had the Wilt Chamberlain sign saying 100 points, and he brought this team to the conference finals to get swept by the Cavaliers. But Kelly Olynyk could not miss that fourth quarter Game 7. Anytime anybody shot the ball, I yelled, or anybody who wasn't Kelly Olynyk, I yelled, "You're not Kelly Olynyk," and it wouldn't go in.
Bro, the crazy part of that story is that the Wizards were in the playoffs.
Yeah, that was the last time John Wall was active. I haven't seen this man touch a basketball in literal years.
Yeah, years. How to go back to the West now, how are you going to feel if you have to play Rondo?
That's the thing. Rondo's in a unique situation. No player in NBA history has ever won a championship with the Celtics and the Lakers.
Ooh.
So Rondo could be that guy.
He's going to win and then just retire. I mean, if he wins, he's got to retire afterwards.
I hope he doesn't win. I'm going to tell you right now, I hope he doesn't. I hope the Celtics go in there and...
What happens? What happens if we have a Heat-Lakers final? Do I have a Lakers fan in you?
Yeah. No, you don't. Like I said...
You're pull for Miami?
I think at the top of the show I said that I like this Miami team. Jimmy Butler... Bam
so you don't like this Laker team? Bird, give me a bone here, dog. I said I'm a Celtics guy, all right? At least say you're a Lakers guy.
Yeah, I'll tell you behind the scenes that I'm a Lakers guy, but once we turn this microphone on, oh, fuck LeBron. We got this Miami squad coming in, and we're going to...
I can't wait for LeBron to dunk on Tatum. I can't wait for it.
It's going to be fun.
I'm going to send you that GIF every day. I'm going to wake up when I'm headed to work. I'm going to send you that GIF every morning.
That's going to be interesting. Hey, Ted, to round out this edition of the Max Deal, we did it last week. I've got a list of every team who was in the conference semifinals. Just pick a team. We picked the Lakers last week. Who are we picking this week?
I'll keep it. I'll go East this week. Let's go. I'll go Celtics for you.
The Celtics. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Look at the roster.
I've got 7 nicknames, Ted. You're getting the Celtics roster up right now. Obviously, I'm going to tell you a nickname, and you're going to look at the Celtics roster and tell me who you think that person's nickname is. And if you're right, you're going to hear this.
Well, let's be nice. Yeah. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
And if you're wrong, you're going to hear this.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care. Jerry.
Now, Ted, now that I've got the rules out of the way, do you have the roster up in front of you?
I do, and I think it's time for me to go sicko mode.
No. Ted,
Dang it.
Can you tell me who Time Lord is?
Time Lord. That's got to be... I got 2 here. It's either going to be Brad Wanamaker or Enes Kanter.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Jerry.
I should have given you an option to pick between the two instead of just shutting you down immediately, but it's not. Neither of them. It's Robert Williams III.
I don't even know who that is.
So,
there he is. He's the last guy on my list. Robert Williams is the third. Well, he's the third, number 44, and he's 22 years old.
Yeah, he was our rookie last year, and he slept in. He missed his flight to sign his rookie contract. So Celtics Twitter calls him Time Lord. Doris Burke referred to him as Time Lord either last week or the week before, and Celtics Twitter erupted. We love this guy.
All right, I'm 0 for 1.
Who's Cobra?
Cobra. So, I'm gonna say Jaylen Brown.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care. Jerry.
No, Cobra? Come on. It's Marcus Smart. You're going to tell me...
I was going to say, I was between him and Jaylen Brown. I went Jaylen Brown.
You're going to tell me looking at that roster, you don't... And when you think of G.I. Joe's enemy, you don't think Marcus Smart?
I wasn't even going G.I. Joe there. I was going, all right, Cobra, Snake, Mamba, Kobe. Who's got a Kobe mentality?
It's fair. I think that's the way to do it. I think Jason Tatum would have been the Mamba mentality person, but you're right.
Jaylen Brown, ice in his veins, dog.
Who's Taco J?
I mean, I'm going to go Taco Fall just because.
I'm here to
I'm gonna
tell
say,
you right now.
he hit a jump shot one time. They were like, Taco J. I mean, I'm going to assume I'm wrong because I think I heard Stephen A. there tell me that I was wrong.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
I'm so trigger finger excited to press these buttons. I'm sorry for interrupting you. That was a funny thing that you said. Taco Fall, first of all, him hitting a jump shot. Yeah, that's funny.
Exactly.
That would happen. It was Jason Tatum.
Taco, what is that? Is he like tacos?
So
I guess that makes sense.
I
Jason
believe
Tatum.
it was he won the skills challenge last year, and it was the Taco Bell skills challenge.
Yeah.
And he was the Taco J. All right, so you're 0 for 3 right now. You need to get this next one, and then you're exactly where the Nuggets want to be. Who's old man?
Old man, it's gotta be Brad Wanamaker.
I'm here to tell you right now,
God,
we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care. Jerry.
No, that was a smart guess. I think I referred to him as an old man earlier, but what I'm reading from Basketball Reference is that old man is Jaylen Brown.
What? Because he looks old? Maybe he got like the old man type look.
When I look at Jaylen Brown, I don't think an old man. I think a young man who could do anything better than I can. That's what I think of. I think of a young
fair.
man when I see Jaylen Brown. I think of a young man. All right, 0 for 4. This is exactly where you want to be. And first of all, I could see me being this guy. Who's H2O Kid?
H2O Kid. Oh boy. Oh wait, no. I was gonna say somebody else, but I don't think that's right. I'm gonna go with.
There could be a lot of things. A jump shot, wet kind of thing. Who's the H2O Kid?
It's not. It can't be. Kemba, because that dude has no wet jump shot.
I mean, he does. It's not hitting right now, but he does.
Is it Kemba Walker?
I'm here to tell you right now.
Oh, you baited me.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care. Jerry.
Who was else on your radar for this one?
I have no idea. Romeo Langford? I have no clue.
It's Tremont Waters.
I don't. Oh, that makes sense.
Last name.
Yeah.
H2O.
You hate to see it.
And
That
he's
was
a
a
kid.
gimme, and I didn't get it.
See, I like how this one we call him H2O Kid because he's like young, but Jaylen Brown, who's also young, is an old man.
Oh man.
All right, 0 for 5. There's no way you can have a comeback. I know you're gonna hit this one, so I'm gonna just play the sounder already.
Well, let's be nice.
Yeah.
Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not
think I know
wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
Ted, this has to do with your heart health. Who's cardiac?
There it is. Kemba Walker. Cardiac Kemba.
Well, let's be nice. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong.
There we
but
go,
You didn't
yeah.
have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
I forgot how long that sounder was. Yeah, you said him earlier. I wanted to set you up, knock it out of the park. Cardiac Kemba. Obviously, I think you referred to him as that last week. So when I heard you say Cardiac Kemba last week, I was like, oh, he's gonna get this next week.
Yeah, just because I've had to follow Kemba's career. One, because when he played at UConn, he was a dagger in Pitt's side every year because they were in the same conference or league, whatever they call it in college basketball. And then I was a fan of him because I would watch him literally destroy my college hoops team, my city's team. And then I just became a fan of him and started following him on the Charlotte.
Yeah, I love me some Cardiac Kemba. Last nickname, who's Muscles Jesus? As a religious individual yourself, I just want to ask you again, Ted, who would you pick as Muscles Jesus?
It's gotta be oh man. It's gotta be I'm just gonna go Brad Thies. I'm not Brad Thies. I combine Daniel Thies and Brad Stevens.
Which is it, Ted? It's a big difference.
I'm gonna go Daniel Thies.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Even if it was Daniel Tice, the way you pronounced his name, I'm not giving you that point.
It's Thies.
It's Semi Ojeleye.
Whoa.
Semi Ojeleye is Muscles Jesus.
I should have known that. He's gonna punch Jimmy Butler for you.
Foreshadowing. All right. So 1 for 6. Hey, that's not bad. Or 1 for 7.
I mean, look, I got the only one that matters to me in Kemba because that's my boy.
Ted, I have finished my drink, so I think it's time to call it a day. And you do this thing every single week where you take us out, buddy.
Every single week, we listen to Sicko Mode, and we bring to you this little thing we call the Max Deal. So, if you enjoyed the video, the podcast, the banter, hit the like button, subscribe, so you can not miss an episode every week from myself, Ted, and Jordan. And what an episode it was. This was the Max Deal on That Humble Radio.